Hello everybody, Dave the Rave here, and today I am about to open the box with my brand new Hoka hiking boots in them. These are the Hoka One One Anacapa mid Gore-Tex boots. Firstly, I would tell you the reason that I chose them is because I like to run and walk, but mostly run. And as I'm getting older, I'm doing more walking than running as it happens. But my favourite running shoes are Hoka's. These are my Hoka Clifton 8s. I swear by them. They're the best running shoes I've ever had. And these are my second pair actually. They're wonderful. So since I wanted walking boots, new ones, good ones, I thought I'll take a chance on Hoka for the boots, which I've never tried before. I base the value of and usefulness of shoes and boots on their function, not their appearance. So I have to say I don't know what colour these boots are. As usual, I just ordered them because I thought they looked like a good bet, not because I thought they looked good. But I do think I ordered them dark so that they wouldn't, just practical, wouldn't show up the mess that I'm gonna. So let's just see what I got. Oh, I got green. Okay, I was betting on brown, so that was that's a surprise. Okay, actually got that wrong. I was thinking, well, if I was getting a practical pair of boots, they would be brown. But they are nice and dark, so that's obviously the colour I went for. So as much as I know. Take the inside out. There we go. Okay, so what's the appearance of these boots? Well, like I said, I've got them dark deliberately. I think they look quite smart. I like the contrasting colours, I suppose. The dark green, the lighter coloured sole. That's the underside of it. Little orange flashes. They're quite nice. They look like the job. I would add that since I've taken them out of the box, they feel very light. And that's the thing that puts me off boots generally. Usually they're very heavy. This is what I was hoping for with these boots. The Hoka running shoes are very light and springy. That's what I like about them. Certainly these are light. I'm expecting them to be springy. They've got a nice big thick sole. But I'll find out once I test them and wear them, and I'm going to do that. It's raining outside very heavily. I'm about to go on a 5-mile trek. Half of it on trails and the other half of it off trail altogether, just through wilderness, to get to a waterfall near where I live, a secret waterfall that nobody gets to, but you have to go 1,000 foot up, back down, 1,000 foot up and back down again just to get to it, and a lot of it off trail. So these are going to be tested thoroughly in that environment, and then I'm going to come back on and say what happened when I wore them. So that's my test, my walk today. Just to run through the boot quickly, the construction of this boot, it's got a leather upper, so that should be robust, and durable. It's also meant to be waterproof, the upper. And interestingly, also I've got the Gore-Tex version of these boots. You can get ones that aren't Gore-Tex, but these ones are. So that's a breathable, waterproof inner liner membrane in there. So I've got double layer protection against the water, which I really want. I'm expecting it to let through. I'm expecting it to let through some water eventually today, because I'm going through terrible conditions. It'll be right up to the top of the boot sometimes. The things I'm going through. In fact, I'll be lucky if they stay on my feet. It's going to be very boggy, but. Because that's why I'm going today. I'm going to see a waterfall because it's been raining all night, so everything's soaking wet, absolutely soaking. But waterproof outer leather, waterproof inner Gore-Tex. I'm thinking that's my best chance to keep my feet dry, or at least usually, if not today, because today's not going to be normal. They're going to be pushed through maximum waterproofing today. It's got an EVA midsole, which is what the running shoes have got, so that's going to be nice and cushioned and comfortable. That's what I'm expecting. And also a Vibram outsole for grip. Vibram's very well known as probably the best quality outsole. It feels very grippy in my hand, almost like it's just sticking onto it, to be honest, like it's gripping on. So that is encouraging. Everything about the appearance of this looks like it's going to do a job. Lightweight, grippy, thick cushioning. As far as the function of it goes, this has got neutral stability and balanced cushioning. So basically it's going to let your foot do what you want it to do, which is what the Hoka running shoes do. It's going to be quite flexible and springy. That's the idea. Not too restricting, which a lot of hiking boots are. Very solid and clumpy, inflexible and rigid. I don't like that. I like it better when your foot can move with the ground, bend, flex a bit, but with a bit of support. And that brings me to the next thing about this boot. This is a mid boot. You can get walking shoes, which are a bit like this, but in, you know, in trail shoe kind of form, or hiking shoe form. And then you've got the mid boot, which comes up here, and then you've got the full-sized boot, which comes right up your ankle. I didn't want something that comes right up my ankle because I find that restrictive. I can't really bend my feet and things. I like to do that when I'm running. I want to do that when I'm walking. So I went for the mid one, which is halfway between the shoe and the full-on boot. It's got a bit of a cut-off at the back and a little support for your Achilles. So that's the idea, that it doesn't dig into your Achilles, which I've had problems with when I'm running. I've injured them a couple of times. But it still gives that little bit of support, but it's flexible at the back. So that's why I've gone for these. Supported round there, paying special attention to my Achilles, but hopefully letting my ankle flex. So that's what I'm hoping for from these boots. Okay, next thing to do, I'll just try them on quickly. It's got a lace locking system as well, which is designed to stop the laces coming loose and untied when you're wearing them. I've never tried these on before, so let's see how you get them on. Well, I probably should loosen the laces off a little bit. Right, I'll do that now. There, okay, that's better. Right, foot in. Okay, right, that lace locking system's working. They've been laced up quite tight there, and to be honest, pushing my foot in them, I thought the laces would have come loose, and they didn't. So I suppose that proves the point, that it does actually lock on. Right, I'll just roughly tie this on, and then I'll stand up and see how it feels. Okay. Feels nice. Very comfortable under my foot, springy, the right length. I've got a little gap between my toes and the end of the shoe, or the hiking boot. I would say this, I chose a half size bigger than I would normally take with a ordinary shoe, just like I did with my running shoes. I'm a size 11, so my running shoes I always go for size 11 and a half. For that extra little bit of space, you can either wear a thicker sock, or from my point of view, your feet swells, it grows a little bit when you exercise, so I always go for a half size bigger. You don't want your toes rubbing on the end. These feel right. Exactly what I wanted. So I would say that they're true to size. That's my impression there. They feel nice. They do feel supportive all the way around there. I have to say, this feels great, and yet not rigid. This is what I was looking for these boots. Almost a bit like running shoes, but with a much thicker sole. Very nice. I'm pleased with this actually. Yep, cushioned and flexible. I've got a lot of hope for these. I'm expecting them to let water in, like I said, because of the ground that I'm going through, but this is really very good actually, to be honest. I'm impressed with this. These feel great on my foot, really comfortable and supportive. Perfect. Price. These boots are normally 160 to 170 pounds in Britain. I got them on sale, as I usually do. I'd like to try to shop around a bit. So the place that I bought the shoes from had them on sale, and I paid £100 for these. That's probably about the amount of money you would expect to pay for a pair of hiking boots, for decent ones. Neither are more expensive or cheaper than normal, about 160, 170. So I'm pleased that I got them for 100. I figure that I did quite well getting them at that sale price. To be honest, I'm excited to wear these now. These really do fit nicely, so that's one thing I will say. These feel good. Okay, that's all I've got to say about these. I'm going to go and try them. I'll be back in a few hours with wet feet, I expect, but I'll see how long they lasted for before they gave up the ghost. Okay, cheers. Hello again, Dave the Rave here. Hope you can hear me. I'm at the place that I was trying to get to in the wilderness. I'll quickly show you where it is, and then I'll tell you how the boots fared. This is the forgotten waterfall on the Isle of Arran. Nobody can get to it, almost nobody, because there's no path here. You have to go up that, and that is extremely difficult to do. Quite scary, actually, but I did it. I got to here to see that waterfall, Arran's secret waterfall. Thank goodness, look at that, amazing, in straight, full of water. But just to conclude the shoe review, the hiking boot review, here they are, on my feet. They've been through rivers and a heck of a boggy wilderness. I mean, you can see what kind of landscape I've got here. These boots have performed magnificently. I believe my feet are dry, even though the water was right over the top of them, right over them, paddling through rivers. Before I did that, I could see that the leather was waterproof because it was repelling water. But the Gore-Tex is doing the job as well. I can't believe that my feet are dry. If they're not dry, I can't feel it, so they're only going to be slightly damp. They were very grippy, and they were wonderful underfoot. They were nicely supportive, really free and easy to move, and also the rock protection under them was terrific. They protected my feet from sharp rocky stones and things. I just felt very free in them. I almost felt free enough that I could have run in these shoes, although they're heavier than running shoes. They just don't feel like hiking boots. So, in every respect, these boots have done the job. I just can't fault them. I suppose the only fault I could think of, when I was going downhill, really steep, my toes were just nipping at the end of the boot, but you know what? I don't think I tied them tight enough. I think I could have tied them tighter anyway. You can see the laces are loose there. I wasn't really bothered about it. So I'm not even sure if I can levy that criticism at them. These have been brilliant. I can recommend them, definitely. I'm very impressed with these. And that's the end result. Arran's forgotten fall. Hasn't been a path here for half a century. Here I am. And the Hoka Anacapa boots got me here. Amazing. And I didn't fall in. Which is just as well. I don't want to be in that for sure, that's for sure. Okay. I hope that helped. These boots are brilliant. That's my conclusion of that. I just can't fault them. I'm very, very happy with them. Great. I'll be buying more if I need another pair. Okay. Cheers. See you later. Dave Rave over now.